is missing.
I mean, and because overall, do you prefer PSG.LGD draft this match, or would you still kind of like what Quest Esports got away with?
I mean, Quest, they're just magicians of playing like some of these certain matchups and stuff like that. But LGD does have some good stuff going for them there. My worry is the thing of like Rezo, what he was talking about, just this Morphling's game versus the Spirit Breaker, because he can just get this bulldoze constantly. But this lane is tough. Definitely gonna see LGD have a bit more. He'll have to pop that attribute shift right away. Very early aggression, so PSG.LGD trying to make a little bit more of a statement here. They have this Visage to actually slow down this Morphling. I mean, TA2000 had the freest game ever last game. So
Corey.
This one should be a lot stronger for LGD in the.
So if they can try for this kill instead, where's the bashes? Don't even need it. They don't. The right clicks alone. Planet will find first blood.
Oh, and look at this approach, and instantly taking out the range.
Okay, try and get that creep wave pushed in under the tower.
Cool. Should be an infinitely better time here. Stronger lanes and ways to actually play early. There always can be this difficulty, you know, the anti-mage when you do open it in the first two and make it your carry. Teams can't identify and just shut it down. We saw Quest do exactly that. Let's see how bottom goes. I haven't seen the Spirit Breaker Visage approach versus the Morphling, but the Visage overall we've seen has excellent success versus it. Spirit Breaker though is not the same kind of monster as like a Tiny, where he easily just gives you the soul assumption stacks every single bit more time.
Sorry.
I'm wondering how this mid matchup is gonna go too. It doesn't feel the absolute easiest for a Tiny.
No, you are gonna get sort of just constantly clicked here by nothing to say.
Hero armor. And the first two waves very nicely set up here for nothing to say. He's got double range creep to extra harass on the noob. Been able to secure some denies. He body blocks him, so prevents noob from actually getting the last hit in the mid.
And we did, you know, last game, all things considered, nothing to say. He was trying his hardest.
Yeah.
He played the first few minutes that kind of lasted in the game decently, right? He got his items, he got his timings. It was just way too much for him to do anything about.
He was dealt the crappy hand. There's only so much that he could do with it. So far, TA2000, not really feeling that. He actually, it looks like they pulled the lane kind of behind Kaori. Yes, he's going to die for this because he steps up too far, but TA2000 is getting these last hits, so 8 and 4 on him. Kaori will be the sacrifice. Are you going to see the same build out of these Visage that we've seen popularized? New's actually he's actually changing it a little bit. He's going to go for some early Wraith Bands. But every game I think I've seen, it's just like Wand into Wraith Band, or Wand into Solar Crest. Surprised that he didn't go the Wand though. This lane definitely spams spells onto you. You want to be able to keep that Soul Sum.
So up on the top lane, yeah. will we see Amar and Amar be able to put pressure onto Shiro, or is Shiro kind of cool against these two?
He should be fine. I think the Mirana pick is the little bit of the weird one for me. I mean, Omar, he's really good on, like, his forward position is excellent, but the Mirana overall, not really the easiest hero to apply pressure versus a Pugna. Pugna just outtrades you. Does feel like Shiro. Shiro, nothing to say, gonna have a really, really good time, but TA2000 is actually just not on down here. Man, he's definitely a master classer of the Morphling. He's gonna have some pretty good targets to shift into as the game progresses. Spirit Breaker, Wind Ranger, Naga Siren. Very, very nice targets.
Mid lane. Pretty close, really.
Yeah, actually pretty close.
Noob's doing perfectly fine.
First few waves were a little bit funky because nothing to say got that bit of an advantage onto him, but now he's... But not like he's gonna ever pressure, nothing to say until, not in the late phase. Of course in the game, Tiny does have a good matchup versus this Wind Ranger potentially. Laning phase, nothing to say.
Yeah, what do you imagine the build will be for Amar this game? Is it going to be sort of like Vanguard still going for the Midas, or something else for Amar?
I would imagine so. I think he's probably still gonna do his own typical... I don't think this is an Aura, man. I don't know. Never really feels like it's an Amara kind of thing. He's got the playmaker from the mid lane too, right? So I think he ideally is gonna go greedy. Noob, he's gonna just go for Blink Dagger and then just constantly run around the map. Noob. Get himself on top.
Bottom lane, Near's starting to sort of get bullied back by Kaori.
I gotta be honest with you.
Not really getting any sort of chance of looking at the wave.
I'm a little weirded out that he didn't go for a Wand. He's just getting spammed. The wand stacks, they've helped quite a lot here, so. A little bit different approach here coming out from Neo, but we've seen TA2000 thriving off of it. Literally free farming, 24/10.
No slowdown at all.
No. He's got raindrop now too already, so the first 3 minutes actually are usually the toughest for a Morphling versus the Visage kind of lanes. He's been able to do excellent, and they might actually go for a kill here, Neo.
I mean, they're just trading damage so efficiently in this bottom lane. It's too much for really Planet and Neo to deal with. They're being kept incredibly low.
Maybe it is the effect of also just the Spirit Breaker compared to being that big explosive tiny kind of thing in the lanes, but I think I actually don't even know how many spells they span down here, but I'm sure he'd have at least 10 stick charges.
He's got any regen coming out, so he's just down to the last tango or two here.
But this is a lane that's supposed to put pressure onto the Morphling, and he's just...
It's not, yeah, 28 and 14, TA2000. It's as if there's no heroes against him in this lane.
Yeah.
He's getting everything he wants.
Nothing to say in Shiro, though, are absolutely free farming in those.
Radiant's
I guess it's just going to happen.
Has been killed.
Here for the Planet will get a courier.
However, will do indeed have that
Radiant's
bit of a gold
middle
lead.
tower
This time
is
around,
under
PSG.LGD, 5 minutes in.
How many of the bounties? I think they got both of the 3-minute bounty runes, right? Yeah. Planet and YU Smile got those as well, too. Those do add up in the early game. The rotation coming down. Smile. Feel like he has no purpose up top anymore versus Vanguard Doom, so maybe trying to apply some pressure on the Morph.
Neo, and he's going to get aggressive onto Neo, and they'll be able to get him. Corey should go down in return, but getting this action that TA2000 is able to be favorably involved in.
I feel like that should not happen.
Either they have two supports around as well. Right? YU Smile made the effort to come down here, drops the ward behind the tower, but he's not able to get back across and do anything to save Neo from going down.
I mean, Morphling who's just free farming and then he just gets experience from a kill here. Kaori does get the last hit, but now there's no pressure that's coming onto TA2000.
Yeah, no, this is definitely one of the rougher sort of laning phases that we've seen Neo have.
Yep.
Just not able to do what you want a Visage to do.
Why is he not going? I really don't get why he's not going to one. Oh well, I might have to look away from it. I think every Visage I've seen, it's wand, triple branch into crown, and you just go for stats. A different approach. I don't feel like it's paying off.
Scanning.
See Planet. He's trying to see if he can get away with the 7-minute Wisdom Rune steal.
Oh, the neutral creep is hitting him. Omar, does he see it?
Oh yeah, I mean he's going to have to charge Planet, so we'll manage to secure the Wisdom Rune.
Kaori looks like he has stepped up to try to steal it and might pay with his life.
Noob, he is heading over to this area, but won't quite be able to get behind any of them here with this. That's by the looks of it, unless they do themselves try and make a move with TA2000. They'll know now.
He'll just linger around here, though. I knew he stepped up.
I knew he's...
You?
They saw the tiny, right?
I don't know if he did. I think he may have been on the side. I didn't get to see. I toggled a little bit too late. But Neo, he'll be able to...
They'll know now. Yeah, Neo. To the trees. They're really put the look. I mean, you've got Planet and Nothing to Say coming down to this bottom lane. They want to do something about the ball. They're going to hold back on the charge. They don't feel they can get in under the tier 1 tower. I mean, sort of similar to some of the movements early in the last game from PSG.LGD. A lot of resources, 4 heroes heading somewhere, but not getting anything done.
Noob. Maybe having the setup. They have the arrow, the combo.
They've got the full combo. Is it enough? No, not quite. No. Nothing to Say. He'll be able to head off, and Power Rune is up top.
Oh, it's a good one.
And Nothing to Say. He's not going for it, actually. He's worried about what else could be there. So Noob, he's still going to be able to walk up and grab it for himself. It's a big one, the Haste Rune.
It's like the best rune I feel like you can find on Tiny's. This and DD pretty much in the early game. I mean, those three are always the best. DD, Haste, Arcane runes. But this one I really like on Tiny because you can set up on these lanes. And Amar, he's free farming in the top lane. No pressure on a Morphling. Shiro is free farming.
Yes, the Naga's having a good game. Yeah. The potential here for Shiro as opposed to what happened last game. Nope. Gonna get in with the setup. They have the full combo here. Nothing to Say. He's gonna be going down surely.
He just came back.
And he's back out.
Ooh. That's a big kill. I might be able to get another one too, Noob. Has another avalanche in a second.
Dire's middle
Tree
tower
back up.
is under attack.
Got enough damage to take down Planet. He wants to keep pushing in under the tower. We'll get bashed.
Can't quite persist.
So he'll head back to the creep wave, head back to the pressure he's putting onto this tier 1.
Amar, Shiro has to stop sending illusions into the top lane.
I think more gold to him.
He's just farming them. I think I didn't see how many it was now, but I think I just saw at least 6 to 9 of them just get cleared out from Scorched Earth. But we don't feed those over it. What's our number there? Yeah, it's quite a bit. 6 in those last few minutes. It's not the most of a goal, but yeah, either way, it's like you want to be using these to farm, not to do nothing. If you're just feeding your illusions off cooldown, you're not going to be able to get that accelerated network that you want versus a Morphling. And again, look at mid.
Nothing to say. He steps up, he gets caught in the avalanche. The toss is there to follow up as well as the arrow. He's going to tick down low to the curse.
He should be fine.
Still, he's having he's going to have to probably take back to the base again. Yeah.
He just got back out here. Oh boy.
Having the supports hang around like this, you know, Omar and Kaori, it's causing issues for Nothing to Say. He was having a pretty good start, pretty good lane against Noob, but starting to slow down a bit with this pressure that they're putting on mid.
This is just really big brain stuff, really, from Quest. They're just like the only person who can actually pressure the lanes, and anybody at this point is Nothing to Say, so...
Should get Kaori here.
Should get it.
Straight in with the focus fire. Be able to get a bit of revenge for the pressure the supports of Quest Esports have been applying to him mid.
But Owen, those 5 kills, it's all Kaori. So...
Radiant's
that doesn't feel that
we've
great.
seen that story before with Quest, right?
Yeah, he's good at dying. He's good at making the space for his cores to get these absolute free side lanes. And it is those free side lanes right now. TA2000 in the Doom cruising. Kaori. Slow down bottom. Protect. Might even be able to get planted.
They go straight for him. Easy damage.
His middle tower is under attack.
Birds.
TA2000 is perfectly fine.
He just summoned these.
Are they going to be able to farm them? Nah, okay. Yeah, TA2000 doesn't try.
Thought he might. Max waveform. That's some insane burst damage.
I mean, we saw how I think Planet was kind of caught by surprise how quickly he went down on the Spirit Breaker.
I like to see the difference of what players do, because sometimes it's like a 0-4-2 build or something like that. So prioritizing putting more points in waveform for just magical burst, because I guess he can get involved a little bit early to get some kills too. Like he can even threaten like the Wind Ranger and the Naga early on if he does see an opportunity. And they're farming. They're absolutely free farming on Quest. Shiro's still farming, but I feel like it doesn't feel great if it's just him. Multi-core scaling lineup that Quest to set themselves up. Noob has Blink Dagger. I feel like for Quest, they're going to accelerate things here while they have this Morphling free farming.
Yeah, they've got great heroes to hunt with. Even if it is just Noob and Omar.
Kaori again.
Best heroes.
He'll be the one to tank it. 6 stats. And they will be able to get a tower off of this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
2 and 1 in trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just going to hang around. The fortification, see if they want to bring anyone over to try and hold this tower. Against the push of the Tiny and the Mirana might be something that they don't want to sign up for right now. PSG.LGD, especially Noob, indeed, will be ready to jump.
They're going to try to set up on top. They're going to need probably the 4th hero. Yeah, they're getting the charge coming in. Shut down Amar. Their rotations.
The net to set things up. TP's going to be coming in immediately, but Amar completely surrounded.
Not tanky enough.
There's a chance for him there. They get themselves, outside of the core. He kills finally a big core kill here for PSG.LGD.
Midas is up too. So you always like to see that.
Feels bad, yeah. 20 seconds of inefficiency.
It was honestly like the bash comes into play massively there. There could be maybe a situation where he stick Lotuses and then it hurricanes himself and see some kind of weird stuff. Probably still dies, but maybe they get some type of trade. So gotta love these bashes.
Down on the bottom half of the map now, Nothing to Say. He's got Neo and YU Smile with him.
Thanks.
Noob has his Blink Dagger, so he's gonna look to strike down here. They have a ward set up.
Yeah, they see all of this.
Oh, this could be a trap that's being set.
Moonlight.
Set the trap on LGD.
They're not going to expect this Moonlight play down here.
Dire
I mean, Neo's in trouble. The scan does hit onto Noob, so they know that Noob's swinging over. So they're on top of him. They start the action. Corey's going to put the global. See if they can burst through News up to the high ground, but they'll get him. As Noob, he might even be able to set him on a YU Spell as well. YU Spell's going to head into the pit, try and out for a Roche. He's looking for the Nadar Roche, and Degratifies himself. They'll get him as well. Noob swings over, gets the double kill.
Heads up move from Quest.
And they're going to know now they ping that ward, but even so, not a bit of a risky move to make it around this cliff.
Hey, that ward is already worth it, even if it just dies right there. You can set up TA2000 and Quest. He has his Lincolns already done pretty much. He didn't have any difficulties in the lane, and now in mid game, this Lincoln's is incredible this game. Playing versus Charge, you're never going to be usually set up on. Playing versus Focus Fire, Shackle, etc. Very early pickup for TA2000.
Radiant are scanning.
Not look easy for PSG.LGD.
The prize is mine.
Bit of a risk to jump in for the Arcane Rune. They'll want to punish this.
They finish him off, and TS is kiting him.
They got him.
That's a big kill.
Yeah, Noob's taken out, gets punished for the jump forward to grab the Arcane Rune.
That's his Atos, so nothing to say. exactly how they want to enable him to be able to get these aggressive plays. And they set up for a tower too here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think with Noob out for 15 seconds, Quest, they won't have the resources to put towards mid. TA2000 is going to want to keep farming bottom.
It's 10 seconds for the Tiny. Pugna blasts. Looks like they should be able to. All right, good hit.
Radiant's middle tower
Space being made for Shiro. You got a TA2000 problem.
Amar, he's still farming very, very decently. Only died that once. Outside of that, he's going to be okay. He's just going to try and get this Octarine as soon as he can.
They're just playing it greedy. Yeah, he pretty much has it done, right? Just needs one more small little component for it. And find a courier, looks like.
I'll give him an extra bit of money. And that did have cornucopia on. So,
well, he's not close to anything like that.
It wasn't just yet. It's always nice to have a bit of what health from mana.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Won't get it.
Shiro is getting some very, very good farm. Quest.
I mean, they used the Moonlight, but they should be aware. I mean, this was popped while Samar was still on the wave, so Shiro should be full retreat.
Or they see him. See the real one.
Yeah, Shiro's... he's sticking around.
It's a little deep now, though. Omar's trying to get on top of him.
Yeah, heal song.
And they're keeping in to go for a kill here. They've got the charge on Omar.
Looks like they'll settle for just the Marauder. They won't be able to find more, but they will be able to get something. As Omar,
nice kill.
Left behind.
Give it to NTS.
I mean, he was trying to see if he could lead in for more, maybe get some control with the familiars. Corey has been split from the rest of the team. Ooh. He's going to have to hide and hope that he gets away with his TP. He will. They won't have eyes on him.
Very good movements in these last 3 minutes or so from PSG.LGD. Getting some very, very necessary.
Well, they're going to see Noob. Going to step and take the watch. He's getting a bit of a nasty surprise. There's a lot of heroes here waiting for him. And he is incredibly dead. Caught in the net. Completely surrounded. Bash is coming in. Shiro tries to turn back in to take the kill, but it will end up just going the way of Neo. Still, though, a dead Tiny. It's slowing down the flow that you want to be hitting with this mid Tiny. No Noob at the moment. Slowest of the cores.
Back-to-back deaths with his blink reveal. You gonna pump up Shiro's mana? Yeah, I was like, Shiro's low. Come on, why? Naga started back up the full and continuous push around these towers. LGD getting the ball rolling. Take these towers quick, too, with the Pugna Visage. Noob. That's 2 times now where he dies, and it's almost immediately that these towers do get taken out. Yeah,
it feels like very quickly this game, if Noob sort of has another move like that where he dies, it's going to be all just sort of on the side lane, the one of the three, right? Amar and TA2000 to really make the magic happen this game, because this Tiny could start to feel pretty weak if Noob suffers another misplay.
Another catch. Ain't nothing to say. I think that's like 3. Oh, raindrop.
It's going to save him.
That was real close. He was about to say, like, he's really accelerating the momentum. His Maelstrom was going to be pretty close if he was able to get that kill, too. Still lingering around the top side, too. Omar and Kaori don't want to lose this one yet.
Global backup. Of course, Doom is also ready to go. The Octarine, it's not going to feel too bad to throw it out.
I like how they're sticking together here, these three.
They're going to bring more numbers in. They want to try and take this fight. They will still lose the tower. Here's the familiars.
TA2000.
Minus him with the charge. See what TA2000 can do. Turn into the Spirit Breaker, go straight over towards Neo. Wave form towards why you smile. Find him hiding around the trees, he will. Take down the Pugna.
It's just one kill, though.
Neo's going to be able to back off in time, and Planet, he's away with the TP. They get the tower, they only lose the support for PSG.LGD.
Great disengage. I think as soon as TA2000 turns up, you just have to get the hell out of there. And yeah, a clean disengage as Shiro. Manta Orc gets done. Start getting involved in all these fights too with this team. There's some still really nice rotations, and I'm liking that they're sticking with those 3 heroes on the side of PSG.LGD, the Pugna, the Spirit Breaker, and the Visage to continue applying pressure. Noob shows mid. Noob
is trying to farm this dangerous spot of the map. I mean, they're bringing in the backup.
Ooh. They don't see him?
Wait, what?
They ran out. Oh no, no detection. The net ran out.
All right.
The dust in the backpack. Planet does the face palm and the sorry because the dust in the bags.
Well, Noob, he's going to feel pretty lucky about that one, getting away from that 3-hero attempt in mid. He just walks out of there. Had to keep walking because Corey's in trouble. Noob will not want to show himself unless he feels strong with TA2000 by his side. He might try to jump back in.
He's thinking about it.
Get the wave forward TA2000, instantly close the gap onto Planet.
They want another one.
The jump forward, get the avalanche. Arrow won't connect.
Mars here.
And he's going to have a bit of a nasty surprise with the Doom on the high ground. Neo, he'll still go down as TA2000 cleaning up the kills. Double kill for the Morph.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Noob really pushing the limits there. A third death would have been
like that. That's pretty wild.
A third death would have been pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Like he gets his blink, he gets like that timing, and then
we'll see it again here.
Everything.
I mean, you know, you can farm this dangerous spot on the map when you know you got the backup of a Moonlight Shadow, and you know the enemy, they didn't have detection ready to pop.
Tower is under attack.
And you know what actually also saves him probably? The 10% magic resist on the... Dude, all the little things, of course, coming into play there. But yeah, no detection is definitely the bigger thing that saves him as Planet. I don't think we'll see that one happening again.
No, they've got to be prepared.
Gotta have dust.
As we've seen now, Omar, he's been good to go with the Moonlights. Setting up aggressive plays and not hesitating. I mean, if he hesitates a moment longer before pressing it in that miss situation, it'll be a dead dining.
Glad we're going to get to see the full... It's a much more even game. We're going to get that full clash of the Naga Siren versus the Morphling.
Very, 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 very close to being even on the farm.
They're like very, very close to each other. Only 700 apart.
The big factor is going to be that this game, you know, one side quest, they have Amar on the Doom and TA2000 on the Morph. These two heroes are going to scale at a very comparable pace, and on PSG.LGD, the scaling is going to be there for Shiro, but unless Nothing to Say can keep finding kills, keep finding action, he's just not going to be able to farm nearly as quick as these other three cores. So could fall very quickly into a position where a lot of it rides on the shoulders of the Naga Siren.
I think most
Quest,
of it
they've got the resources a bit more split.
Yeah, I think most of it is. The good thing, though, I would say, is that the supports on the side of PSG.LGD also scale quite a bit harder. Right?
Okay.
Like the Spirit Breaker and the Pugna compared to... The Silencer is going to be great, but Mirana, it's always a little bit awkward, your itemization. Yep. You're going to go for Yules, which is great versus that Spirit Breaker and the Wind Ranger. That's actually probably the best choice for him. But yeah, the Spirit Breaker is getting quite a bit of farm. He's kind of transitioning into a mini third part of the Shadow Blade.
They're going to go with a smoke. Straight towards Corey. They're getting the Avalanche to hold them back. Corey does have Global if he wants to pop it. He doesn't need to. They rely on the Moonlight Shadow to separate PSG.LGD.
They wanted to just get a quick one. They don't want to chase too much further. Find it. We'll Gleipnir, just say. And they have quite a bit of a timing here on PSG.LGD. I mean, even Shiro getting very close to his heart. They can look to group up together.
Yeah, I think he's going to want to.
Yeah, I think so too.
That timing. Orchid Manta, you can throw kills, you can join fights, you can feel pretty unkillable, and you can try and get these tier 2s. Try and make some space as well to open up the map for PSG.LGD to go for the Roshan.
You could look for that Rosh really soon. Solo Crest plus the Visage, plus the Naga Siren. If they can control the area, looks like that's going to be the call right now for them. Accelerate it a little bit.
Invisibility!
They'll kill it very fast. And then they're just going to split up. Get that farm to continue. I mean, this is such a farm-heavy game. You can see Amar. He took the Philosopher's Stone. I mean, it's all about just getting gold and gold and gold on the side of Quest. How many Philosophers did they get at least? They got 2.
Roshan has fallen to the dive.
All right, PSG.LGD. Aegis on the Wind Ranger. He can actually play a little bit more frontline now at this point, too.
This is good timing for them to play out.
Very good timing.
At this stage, you know, they did kind of the hink of the creeps. It's only going to fall less and less in their favor. We're already seeing this 2K lead for Quest Esports start to show its head. So PSG.LGD, if they want to slam this down and make sure they continue to maintain control, they've got to push the issue now.
Got to find something big, get these towers, so Shiro gets even more of the map to control versus the Morphling. Because he's not that far ahead. He is ahead, but only 800 in comparison to the Morphling. Sometimes you do see these Nagas like 3K ahead or something like that to have that big differential, since you do farm that much faster with your illusion. So impressive that TA2000 is keeping it that close. Copter set up for Omar. Know that he's here. Noob hasn't found too much with his blink either, but he has kind of stopped looking for plays and farming a bit more. And he is keeping up with Nothing to Say.
Radiant's bottom tower
is
under attack.
Tower should just died of failures.
They'll definitely want to continue to go in for the tier 2s here. I mean, on the mid, Shiro's going to be bringing in the wave. Look to try and just take these towers at a point where Quest are going to be more focused on splitting themselves up on the map and having Amar and TA2000 continue to farm.
Constricting the map is really good if you're forcing them to split up like that too, because you're playing with the Spirit Breaker on PSG.LGD, so that's where you can start to get those pickoffs. Wind Ranger, Spirit Breaker, probably 2 of the better ones at looking for pickoffs on these sides. Lingering in the area here. Scared to go for TA2000. It's going to be time for him to fight in about 100 gold. So Aghanims, it's about to be there. He's got the level 18, so level 3 morph with the talent. See the clash of these two cores. What's gonna happen with it? Because Shiro, I think, almost immediately is gonna, maybe he will actually continue for the butterfly, but we'll see, because they're gonna have some Lincolns that need to be purchased versus this Doom and this Morphling. West, they look like they might smoke here.
PSG.LGD, they're already preparing themselves.
Radiant's middle tower is under
KB
attack.
have quite a bit of timings here coming out for Quest. They have multiple BKBs and some more packs.
Yes, he hit the opening route onto TA2000, but TA2000 is able to put the Manta. Nothing to say, he'll back
Radiant's
away.
middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't want to continue to push into this bit of a surprise that Quest Esports hit PSG.LGD with. In fact, they just back off straight away over to their half of the map. They don't want to take this fight.
Look at his damage on the Wind Ranger. He actually has 95 damage when he gets morphed. Immediately just has to run. That's with Aegis. You can see that they're like, oh my goodness, yeah, wait a minute, be careful.
One arrow,
This game.
twice the punch.
And he was going to show again in the mid.
Try. 20 seconds morph on cooldown. ED on the Wind Ranger.
They still want to try for this push mid. PSG.LGD.
West is in the area.
They have the Aegis, and Shiro feels strong. Noob. Gonna try for the jump. We'll get the BKB off, but nothing to say. He's in the focus fire. They take the tiny out.
Deleted. DD rune.
The song's there. They're looking for the setup, trying to get some sort of angle. Let's see if they can focus down the squishes first. They can. Kaori's out. He popped by Amart. Blink off as well. So the rest of the three of them will manage to escape. Maybe not. As the root's there, the silence as well. They'll get a third kill out of this PSG.LGD. Now,
Very nice.
They can bring the wave in down the mid. Maybe see if they can do some damage here to the high ground.
I think
Hero's dead on Quest.
I think Noob thought he was going to be quite a bit tankier there, but the DD on the Wind Ranger just rips right through him. I think Morph, still on cooldown, wasn't able to turn into and steal the stats at that moment. Push is commencing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Big timing here, and they see a Marp bottom. Charge. Might just be able to get him too.
Yeah, they're going to go for the CPs to try and punish this. They know that Amart, BKB, it's on cooldown.
There's the focus fire again.
It's back up. It's going to be another catch here for PSG.LGD, starting to really get into action here at this point of the game where they got their core timings. This was the time to bring the fights to Quest Esports, and we're seeing exactly why.
Ain't nothing to say. He is heavy lifting. In these last, 12 minutes or so, I feel like he just keeps getting pick-off after pick-off after pick-off with Planet. And we're seeing the itemization. Lincoln's, it's going to be done for nothing to say. Planet's also building for it since he's getting some good farm in the Spirit Breaker, so they will have Lincoln's to protect. And Shiro, he's going to go for his own itemization. Almost a butterfly. Showing some struggles here now with Noob. Every single time he jumps for something, it's actually turned on them.
That's been a tough game for him. Not being able to have sort of that jump surprise impact that he'd hoped for, and it only gets harder as the tiny PSG.LGD getting as much farm as they have on their cores. No longer really any target that's a clear jump for Noob. He's going to have to play for sort of crazy high ground defenses, get some sort of deep toss back on one of them.
Which they do have potential for. But it does feel almost necessary at this point. TA2000 carried this by himself. Probably looking a little bit harder now, even though the Doom is so farmed. Seeing how much damage NTS dishes out. None of these heroes actually tank.
Shiro, they're going to make a bit of an effort to...
He's got buddies.
with them, and...
Oh, the arrow's actually going to hit him. All of LGD's going to rally around him.
Yeah, they're immediately going to group up around Shiro, so West, they won't be able to push and chase anything. And at the least, you know, they know Song's on cooldown for a couple of minutes.
Oh, and they're not finding any kills. I actually can't even remember the last time the Quest got a kill. I think it was 9 minutes ago or something onto Niu. It's just been LGD for quite some time here. Base being given for the Link. Yeah, Lincoln's 1 done. I believe Lincoln's 2 about to be done, and Lincoln's 3 probably soon on the horizon with the pace that this Naga Siren's able to find too.
Yeah,
Quest want to hit before that.
Oh, they do. They want to go before these items, go before the Songs back up.
They have to get some type of clean initiation from Noob with a global follow.
They need a core kill. Core kill is not going to feel good for them.
Radiant are scanning.
PSG relatively grouped up. Tricky to get past this tier 2.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not on the high ground anymore. And the tier 2.
Smoked up themselves, PSG.LGD.
What are they going to see? They see Noob for a second. The charge is coming out.
They're going to start focusing towards the tiny. Are Quest able to do anything with this information? That's That's the question. BKB will come off.
He's gonna get shredded.
Yeah, the focus fire from Nothing to Say leaves him no chance, and now it's just full retreat for Quest. They can't take a fight without their mid, especially in this deep area of the map. The rest of them, they'll back off.
Great awareness. The disengage, just quickly, like little movements like that get you that wraparound perfectly there to find the tiny. Again, that's 4 in a row. It feels like onto Noob. Every focus fire has been successful. And that was Quest. They were trying to hit and get some type of timing fight before all these Lincolns would come out, but I think that is going to be them, right? At least 2 of them done, almost a third. And a full Hex now on Neo.
Bottom tower
Just in forms of catching up for this Morphling. They're just causing more and more issues for TA2000. I think they know that this noob Tiny is just having absolutely no game. Yeah, just the Morph that is the issue at all now.
Yeah, and maybe a minor, because Amar's farm is still very, very good. He's got 3,200 gold. Queuing up the Shiva's card.
I mean, he has it. Whoa. Oh, they're going to see that one.
Was indeed on the mid wave.
That is a fresh one. A brand new BKB immediately gets used.
If anything, sort of fortunately for TA2000, it is around a time where Roshan will potentially respawn. So maybe PSG.LGD don't just go straight to do anything about it. The BKB's on cooldown.
It's a long piece. But then they could have just rushed if it was fast, right? Then BKB to fight it, but
yeah. I think PSG, they're not going to rush anything before they've found.
Oh no! Don't do him like this.
The impact move. Oh.
Well,
bully.
That's. We haven't seen it do him either, right? This game.
No, I don't. No.
Nope. 30 minutes.
It's been full farm mode for a month. Which is paying off, literally. He's got a lot of money.
Yep.
He's nearly got a Shiva's card. They'll let you go for the smoke beforehand.
They're going to try again.
Because, yeah, they know potential for Roshan to be up. They do not want to let PSG.LGD have this for free.
But they do not have BKB more
30 seconds. Definitely going to be a bit awkward if they find themselves in a fight and TA2000 hasn't got that backup ready to press.
I feel like they have to catch Nothing to Say. I feel like that's got to be the initiation. He's doing way too much.
Oh, no.
Scanning.
Oh, no.
Well, that's the first doom.
It happens to the best of us. Yeah. They're definitely. I mean, they must be feeling the pressure this game. That's like one of those mistakes that you only make if things are feeling kind of tense.
I mean, nothing has worked out for them in this game. With like literally, Noob bought Blink Dagger, and the game went downhill after he got the just because he wasn't able to find.
I think if anything, they sort of kind of confused themselves then, right? Because they were smoked and moonlighted. So Amar didn't realize that the smoke hadn't come off him because he was invis as well. So he assumed he was just invis. So he's like, okay, my smoke's dispelled, so this is real.
Justified.
But
anyway,
I mean that's definitely what happened.
That is definitely what happened.
He was moonlighted and smoked, so he didn't realize that the smoke had not come off him. He's like, I just let this because I'm still moonlighted. But the smoke had not come off him.
And you know what? Silver lining. Doom's going to be back up almost when Roshan is, I guess. Could potentially still look to take a.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And at least for TA2000, he'll be able to have a bit of a laugh back.
Yeah.
Because when TA2000 put the BKB in the mid, Amar was like spamming the laughter voice lines. So, TA2000 probably gets a little bit back in.
They're definitely like very close friends. I've actually seen them like hanging out quite a bit here. And I love the way that they definitely give each other shit for problems.
Dire's
a team that does that.
Is under attack.
But yeah, they're definitely fortunate that the Roshan was the long respawn. They might actually still have a bit of time to go for another move like that. Quest Esports. Roshan's going to be back up now, of course.
Shiro, he's still deciding. He's just switching between Lincolns and Hex. I think he might feel like the 2 Lincolns that they already have on the Spirit Breaker and the Wind Ranger might just be enough, and just getting more and more control to just make sure this Morphling doesn't even do anything anyway. Rosh, what's up? Just gonna set this one up for break.
Doesn't look like Quest Esports are going to try and make another move out on the map in time. They'll just try and stabilize things around the base, keep that mid lane and the top lane pushed out as much as possible. To prepare themselves for the inevitable high ground defense. PSG.LGD coming in now as the Aegis is claimed on Shiro. Nothing to say, we'll grab the cheese.
I'm always just like, it looked like the Wind Ranger was going to take it, and then, yeah, he just snatches it away. Maybe that was the initial.
They've got a charge on Amar, but yeah, they'll stop that. They know that Amar's got backup around. He is a hard kill. BKB, Shield guard.
To an extent. If the Wind Ranger's there, definitely not.
I mean, sure, yeah, if nothing to say is here, he's going to kill anyone. Like that, there's little things they can do to keep him off of his targets. Aghanims for him, just 250 gold away on the Wind Ranger.
So this is Bracer. Big timing. PSG.LGD with this one. Potentially even, I mean, he doesn't have the slot actually on Shiro for the hack, so can't actually buy that one. But they've got everything they need. It feels like to still look to dominate these fights. And Noob, he has not progressed at all, really.
Radiant's
BKB Echo Saber,
is
yes,
under
but in
attack.
terms of what this provides him inside of these fights, rough for him. Last tier 2.
Radiant's top tower.
In the high
is
ground,
under
Wisdom
attack.
Rune in about 30 seconds as well. And my favorite, the Dragon Scale Naga Siren. Probably gonna send multiple illusions all over the place to whittle stuff. Lose the stats.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
West considering a jump.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
The moonlight. Which been spotted though. Be able to get the BKB off. Turns with a quick combo. They try to burn through the wind range, but nothing to say. He's able to get away, and they were able to reset with this song. So they want to get back in. They might with the Aegis and Cheese. They're still feeling pretty solid, but Global comes out after the song.
Okay.
Going to make things a
Awkward.
bit more awkward for PSG if they want to get back in on this. Planet
TA2000.
Will get the BKB off. They'll charge across him. He's able to put the mantle. They force him back to safety. He's trying to escape this TA2000. They'll probably have to bail. Let the supports die. Core
Jackal.
get caught. Amar, he'll also get clipped off to the side. He didn't manage to get the BKB off. He's caught by the chain stuns. Amar's out for 70.
Awkward jump for Quest. PSG.LGD just played cool. A great song again from Shiro. They used a bunch there too. They were trying to go for this fight, but super awkward with the initiation.
They can push the base now, get the damage done. PSG.LGD, they're still got the Aegis and the G's. This Tom reacts, it's in trouble.
There's no BKB Tiny, there's no BKB Morphling. How do they push them off of this? Maybe trying to find an angle for some weird kind of toss-back play, but...
Planet lets it straight in. He's gonna charge straight across over the one Corey. Corey's able to step back, nothing to say. He just goes in and finishes the kill. Doesn't get caught by the sun. This is pretty deep, nothing to say. He's gonna pay with his life.
Oh, that's a huge kill. They can run.
Oh, they get a bit too deep with that one. I mean, to step forward now outside the base, they might be able to get more. They get Why are you smart? That's the gem on the deck as well.
They're gonna look for more.
They certainly are. They're gonna keep this chase going, see if they can find Shuri's got the song back up.
Great song.
Oh,
the arrow! Oh my god.
Goodness, it nearly bought him, but he'll be able to get away there.
You kind of scared the crap out. Oh, that was close. That was, get out.
Well, and the barracks actually is still taking quite a bit of damage here from the illusions, but they won't quite die. So the melee racks stay alive.
It's expensive buybacks, though.
I'm going to push that again. As indeed, very close.
Could have been closer, but very close.
Could have been closer, but close nonetheless.
It still got us off our seats there.
So yeah, melee racks remains like I think G actually used 2 buybacks.
2 buybacks.
Amar and Corey buying back in that sort of situation. Does push back PSG.LGD, keeps the game going here for Quest.
Amar just can't get these Doom connections over and over again. Just unable to versus these the coverage. I mean, Shiro, an excellent performance. Every single one of these songs.
Yeah, Shiro's doing phenomenal. He's, you know, the way that he's pushing with the team, he's been farming in the early game. Very few mistakes being made. This is Shiro kind of full force here on his Naga Siren 305, perfect farm.
Probably telling Zhao, never pick me, the anti-mage in the first 2 again. Just pick me on the Naga Siren, because this hero, it's risen toward the latter half of this tournament, and it's had really good success and some really good answers, in particular to the board.
Quite indeed the comparison between what he was doing on AM and what he was able to do this game. Very, very different stories here from Shiro.
Get the we have the bounty rune indicator as well too, if we could get for extent. I feel like I've seen them pick up, I want to say, a majority of them. I mean, most of the map control has been on the side of PSG.LGD, but even in the relative early game, around like the first 18 minutes, I was watching Planet and YU Smile claiming pretty much every single one of these. And that does accrue quite a lot. It's 11k gold lead. They have 7,000 gold.
Yeah, sure. Did you want to try and go for another push? Of course, they no longer have that Aegis of Cheese, so
Aegis is 10 seconds also, it's taken out.
Yeah, it's going to be gone before the next move.
West, it's all TA2000, right? If they can get that supporting cast to buff them up. I've been clicking around seeing like where the drums and the spirit vessels or the solar crest in particular, because you want to throw everything you can onto TA2000. They will have a Lotus Orb that's finished up on Omar from earlier.
Oh, we've got the Axon Shiro here.
Axon Shiro. So looking to, I mean, it's this like flank surrounding of these illusions plus this Visage that comes in. Axes continue getting whittled down. More Aghanim's also from the Spirit Breaker. More scaling.
BKBs are no longer going to make Quest Esports feel as safe as they may have before. Lots of ways to mess around with them through that.
Charge is 8 seconds. He can just use it pretty freely to just break these Lincolns. Or TA2000 Lincolns here in particular. Quest looking to try to catch something out here, but the top illusions.
Mar's going to have to head back to deal with that one. Smoke comes out from PSG.LGD. They know that Quest are likely to have been split up by the fact that they've had to go back for that defense.
Shiro did mid for his Aghanims. Got this vent through these BKBs as well.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Might be able to get a catch here. Big wraparound. Looking nothing the same planet. Might find him again. This is a gem on Noob.
Noob, oh, he's going to get caught. He does get the avalanche off, so slows down a bit of the opening damage, but focus fires there. BKB, it's not going to save him. That's Jeff, it's the deck. Planet's able to grab that one. Corey,
another one. Oh my goodness. Right, that was way closer than the arrow.
That was close.
That one was 0.1 probably.
Corey gets out, but now without Noob for a minute. Spenov does not have buyback. PSG.LGD, minute until we see when Roshan's back up, so they may just continue to hold the map until that one.
Nothing to say, it's just had it
safe.
Completely out for Noob this game. Pick off 5 pickoffs, it feels like. 5 times this game, and it feels like it's been the determining factor of why PSG.LGD have just been completely controlling the map.
Yeah, and their 2 supports, as you anticipated, you can see on the goal, they are scaling an absolute treat.
Lincoln's just continued to itemize to now deal with, the Morphling over and over again. Another Lincoln's being queued up even on the Pugna, if he wants to go down that route. Might just be able to go for a Hex also.
TA2000 is still
big, but
still getting all his items. Sells the treads, picks up his next few items. He's got to complete a Silver Edge, complete a Satanic.
Just can't focus fire these targets easily, especially not versus all these summons that are kind of just wrapping around. He doesn't have MKB either. He doesn't have the slots to be able to answer all these problems of the win run and also this evasion that's coming up from Shiro. Zamar doing, I mean, he's just farm. Queuing up boots of travel too. They're just getting whittled down. The Raxes are dropping. Up melee. Shiro, he did the, so he was using ninja gear to set up, and then he swaps the dragon scale back into his inventory, just so he can whittle down these Raxes. These illusions just having that extra little burn effect. It adds up. Quest is feeling forced to go out, otherwise they're just going to get megaed.
Yeah, and they want to take this fight before PSG.LGD has the freedom to go for Roche.
What's the panic on the Morphling? Will show himself.
Double damage.
Now on TA2000.
Moonlight.
Passing in the night. Like they say with the DD.
He's going to try and they're going to let's see if they can burst the win range, and they can't quite. Shiro, he's ready to turn this around. They've caught the 3 of them. They're getting the familiars in position. Shiro, illusions are out. They'll try to go for TA2000. TA2000 wants the BKB, gets clipped by the charge through from Planet.
LGD's disengaging. They don't want to fight this.
Don't want to. They respect the power of Quest here.
Quest has the vision advantage. They got that ward on the high ground. They saw that pesky Pugna. Even though it's a beautiful song from Shiro, disengage. BD doesn't want to take the fight around.
Yeah, I mean, sort of surprised they didn't want to. I mean, what is it that they're so scared of from Quest right now that they really respect in that situation, even if they have that song set up?
They didn't get a pick off in particular, right? Like, usually I feel like every single one of these, they just kill Noob right at the start of the fight. This one not, so they just wanted to play it as safe as possible, wait for this Pugna to come back.
Yeah, I guess they feel they don't need to fight, right?
Probably.
They know they've got the lead, there's no need to take any risks. They can continue this, kind of chip pressure with the illusions down the lanes.
Say again, getting gone on.
This time, it does connect.
Shield ruined, it's taking him up.
But not going to be enough to survive as TA tears him apart. They head over towards Planet. I'm starting to see why they don't want to fight this, Falters.
He got the dude.
They're getting destroyed. This time, Amar, there's no funny business with the illusions. He finds the real one.
Oh, it took them 25, 30 minutes or something to find this one, but they have swung at least that fight here. They've got a big momentum swing. Brax's, I believe, bottom did drop, mid almost did too.
Mid's nearly gone.
They did get the
but
big
not quite.
pick.
I mean, that's a huge fight. Triple kill for TA2000. He's closed that gap on Shiro. Roshan's up. They're going to be able to take this as well.
My God, Quest.
See this again. I mean, nothing to say. I guess he felt pretty invincible with the shield run, and he did tank a lot of damage.
The win run was on, but once it wears off,
he just gets completely annihilated by TA2000, and then just the snowball. Amar, good awareness, heads over towards Shiro, is able to catch him.
Did I see that? Wait, I need to. Does he have? He does. Okay, I was like, what broke the Lincolns, he does have the Purge. They had thrown a Lincolns onto him from earlier. And another catch, perhaps. Needs to travel too. It's on Amar, looking for another one.
They're probably going to get it. The Shiva's guard's there. Why you smile? He's up on the high ground, trying to heal up. But he will not survive. Noob and Amar get another.
And they get the Roche in the meantime, and that's the third one too, right? Was it? Yeah, it was. So, Aghanim's. Oh my goodness. Give that one to Noob. He's been struggling.
I think so, right? I mean, he's got the Iron Straight. He's picked up the Silver Edge.
Actually,
he's got the Echo Saber.
Maybe you give it to him. But Amar is so farmed.
Oh, Amar
is probably a little bit better because then he doesn't have to worry about the Lincolns and stuff. That they might be debating and talking about.
I think you might give it to Amar.
Okay.
I think
but Noob's never going to be able to farm it. Amar's going to be able to farm his. So maybe they're debating about it. But we'll see. I think you probably give it to Amar.
You might be right,
Right?
Regarding the farm situation, yeah. He's printing money anyway, Amar. But yeah, we're seeing that whole lead for PSG.LGD. It's slipped away.
It's totally gone.
And
now TA2000, he does have the Aghanims. Or sorry, the MKB. So he ate his Aghanims. Sure, he doesn't have slot for it right now, but now hits level 25. GLGD. Careful in these next few moments now.
Yeah, they're going to be shaking up real bad on the situation down bottom. They
still can get the
quite a hit.
They still can finish off the Mega Creeps, though. I'm watching these illusions.
I mean, they've got to deal with this push coming in on the bottom quest.
They have to look to take the fight at some point, LGD, if TA2000 is going to do this.
They've nearly got that mid-melee racks with this Dragon Scale push.
I mean, Dragon Scale so cheap.
The Dragon Scale are going to get it now.
In the next one, well.
So they finish up the melee racks bottom. They're losing their own racks here. So they've finished up melee racks mid, but they're losing their own racks here on the bottom lane. Toss back onto Planet. Lincolns will protect it.
All right.
Damage has been done, though. That bottom set fully taken out.
Holy moly. TA2000, he's just spending his gold. He's like, I'm critical mass, baby.
He's doing it all. Hasn't died this game. 8-0-5. Despite all the pressure, despite the situations where they've been losing their own barracks, he hasn't taken any unnecessary fight.
Still clicking around. Where's the Aghanims? Did he just sell it, I guess? I guess that maybe they talked about it and he just...
No, because where's his money?
Not that thing where you consume and then you get the gold back, right?
Yeah, but if he did that, what did he spend the gold on?
MKB.
He already had the MKB.
No, he bought it.
He had the MKB when he had the Aghanim still in his backpack. Yeah.
Yes.
It went some. Is he on someone's courier or something?
No.
I mean, maybe he did do that then. But yeah, I don't know what he spent his money on. He already had all these items.
Pretty sure he did.
Oh, he's in the base. He's in the base. What are you on about? He's on the floor in the base. Amar's gone back and he's picked.
Wait, what? I checked the base. It wasn't there. Okay,
it was on someone's courier, so he forgot to. Yeah, but no, it's all.
Don't worry about
Amar has been indeed.
I was like,
given the permission to take it.
I was like, I'm so confused right now. All right. Amar. I was thinking that they might still give it to Noob just because of that farm thing, but it's definitely more valuable on him in the moment when he's able to take the fights versus the Lincolns.
Yeah, I mean, now he's just super massive. He's taken the top net worth, as Amar will be very happy to know. Most farmed in the game right now.
TA2000
contending for that top spot, absolutely, and he didn't need the boost of the
and look at this
Aghanim's blessing.
And now TA2000's like, I'm gonna be the illusion answer. They're still, it's whittling. It is whittling and whittling and whittling.
I mean, they're making progress towards the mega creeps, whether quests like it or not. You know, this melee racks is probably gonna go down.
Probably gonna see this move from the game afterward too.
The Dragon Scale.
Dragon Scale was buffed in 7.33C just a little bit, but yeah. I mean, I actually wonder. I mean, I'm not going to say. Do we have a stat to see how much after burn damage on towers? It's done a lot.
It really has. 500 HP left in the melee. Rest will look now to heal up, but if they get any sort of pressure, any sort of opening, someone's going to get in there and get the mega creeps up for PSG.LGD.
Yeah. And now it's still going to be now up to PSG.LGD taking the actual full team fight now at this point. That everyone on Quest has gotten quite a big injection of gold after that last one. They'll find Amar here, isolated.
Get back up. I mean, Noob's in with the jump. They get the burst on towards Nothing to Say. Nothing to Say is going to start falling pretty quickly as he's dead. They lose the Wind Ranger, and now Quest, they can chase for more. TA2000 turns out, quick burst over towards Why You Smile, takes him out. Shiro going for the song. Has got the TP, so he'll escape. Planet managed to walk away.
Rax was getting pushed.
They have the point modification. Yeah. The next time round, I mean, the Megas, they feel inevitable.
They'll find another catch. It's on Planet.
And gems on the ground. They'll be able to grab that for themselves. Now look, maybe push down a lane. See if they can even force out some of the buybacks from PSG.LGD. Shiro, he's making quick moves down the mid.
That was without a doom, by the way. He doomed the Lincolns that time around. They didn't need it. They were able to just stick onto Nothing to Say.
Illusions. They're coming for your base. They're coming for your barracks.
Kaori's like, don't leave it to me.
I think this might be the Megas. Unless someone's able to get down it quick enough.
Nope.
Okay, don't clear them.
They're
Don't
quick.
clear them.
The bots too, Amar. Detonates them.
They're living on the edge. Living on the edge here, Quest. But they seem
But the
quite
fights
firmly rooted on the edge here. As yeah, they're killing the heroes, no problem. They're holding on and they're growing the lead. They're now up a 12k advantage.
Creeps, I don't know if Creeps are going to win you the game this time around, PSG.LGD. You're going to have to try to win a fight here at some point, even after you get these Mega Creeps, because they can fight them. Yeah, they're super prepared for these illusions. Might start seeing some wards be placed a little bit more outside the base too, just to catch when they're coming in. TA2000, how's his buyback looking? 600 gold. Everybody in the game has got buyback. Next item for Sheer. I guess it would be the Hex after he gets his Zags. Still curious why he did buy that Aghanim's in the fights, but I guess it was just for some of these people. Nothing to say. Careful here, Amar. Oops, sees him.
Let's get the info to get back in onto this. Yeah,
It's the info that Amar was charged.
yeah. They find mid. Where do these builds continue to go? I guess he'll get rid of the Midas, get the refresher. TA2000.
They're
the
thinking,
upgraded bots to look towards next.
thinking about top. Get it.
Nothing to say he's finally got his BKB.
He's held the gold for quite some time. I guess he really wanted to just maybe have some type of buyback for a play, but yeah, held his gold forever. TA2000, I think he spent his gold again. Bots too?
Yeah, bots too. He just brought.
Yep.
He just brought the fully upgraded bots.
He has to answer this. Look at the birds even starting to get set up. New wants to get involved with this split push that comes out from the Naga.
I don't have any creeps up in now because Quest is doing a really good job of making sure that backdoor protection is consistently there. Looking all the way and shoved out.
They want to fight. Shiro, they see him. Moves in.
He's in with the BKB. He's able to jump forward, get the catch onto Shiro. Illusions will block the arrow. Noob, his BKB running out. Nothing to say. He's going to try and temper the focus fire, but Noob gets forced back to safety. He's able to put the silver edge. He's going to be fine.
That's all right. Immediately, the Visage birds and everything start looking for a chance to maybe try to push, but nope, they catch him. West doing a great job here, covering this last little Rax. PSG.LGD definitely very hesitant to actually take any type of straight up 5v5 engagements. They want to try to look for that next item. But is that next item going to pay off?
Quite a bit of a snipe there, unfortunately, for Corey. Will lose his courier.
That was a full hex, huh?
Yeah, pretty much had
Almost.
it. Just a little bit of gold away from the Void Stone, so they'll be put on hold for nearly 3 minutes.
Somehow been able to farm quietly. I guess that's just the fact of the Philosopher's Stone in particular on him.
What is the game plan for PSG.LGD? They must be feeling this right now. Like, how do they break out of this position? They're so close to getting the Megas. The majority of this game had the lead, but the last few fights, Quest Esports have been too much for them to deal with.
Fights just look complicated. They look quite difficult. This Noob is quite a force to be reckoned with at this point. And now Planet, he gets spotted.
And he's gone. I mean, they can make these moves with bots 2 on Amar.
Oh, they have 80 seconds too. There's no buyback actually on this Spirit Breaker. And TA2000's in Spirit Breaker form. So if they find someone on side lanes, they can beat 3 heroes almost instantly there.
Under attack.
So much farm, Amar. Got the refresher pretty much on the bottom. Rax, they're whittling it. Can't finish it.
They're not quite getting it. They're not quite getting it. I mean, Quest, they're just proven to be too good at turning up in time to defend this.
Hey, I mean,
I don't think these sort of pushes are ever going to get it. I mean, they're going to have to go for something a bit more full-on, a bit more heavier if PSG.LGD actually want to force these Megas.
Oh, and this is where Quest thrives. They want a 2-hour game.
53 minutes in there. They're just getting comfortable now.
These are going to be some crazy, maybe 10-on-10 fights that might kick off pretty soon here. Quest.
They're finding around the vision, they get the ball down the clip. They are going to have Amar get caught by the initial hex.
They're on Shiro.
Honor's out. The Pods 2's coming in from TA2000. They'll take out Why You Smile. Shiro is coming out immediately from Why You Smile. Amar's going to offer the BKB TP out. He's away before this internet comes in from Shiro. With the silence of the TA2000, but he still has the BKB. Shiro keeping his distance.
They'll find Mew though.
Corey getting chased down by Nothing to Say.
TS might get set on the 2. What the?
He turns the Wind Rage, he turns into the Wind Rage, he gets the shackle, but the soldier's there!
Arrow!
It's gonna connect this time! As it catches Nothing to Say, Avalanche from Noob, as he's able to fight on with the BKB. Way 4-4 for TA2000. They come in to chase down Shiro. Shiro's able to put the illusion to dodge the shackle, so the illusions are out as well. But he's completely surrounded. Shiro's going down as well.
Oh Holy shit, did you see this angle on the shackle? What is that? TA2000.
Yeah, he's in his element here on the morph.
Oh my goodness, these fights just looking ever impossible. They're too tanky. Amar, he finds the real hero. He finds Shiro. The fight's like panic quickly from PSG.LGD.
Check this out again on the replay.
Oh my god, I mean,
move around there. You know, we saw PSG.LGD hesitating. They knew with 2 arrows down, that's already going to be hard. TA2000 turning into the Wind Ranger. Shackle shot against them. Arrow to follow up. No escape for Nothing to Say, and no escape for Shiro. This has got to be rough for PSG.LGD. It felt like they were in a great spot. They took so much from Quest Esports, but they didn't take everything.
They didn't take enough.
And now Quest Esports down the mid.
It was what? It was like literally that one kind of go. It was like 30 minutes almost of LGD dominance in the one fight. It's like a 9-10k swing.
G-Cross over to TA2000 as well.
They might look to close.
They might get some buybacks.
At least some
coming
buybacks.
I mean, they can certainly put the pressure onto the tier 4s. Here they go. The first buyback to come through from Shiro. Ori now having his Hex delivered. They'll settle for just a melee racks mid. Progress to be made here by Quest.
So much damage done. Where's the damage from PSG.LGD? NTS completely has stagnated after having such a good showing in the mid game. As you said, just one fight from Quest. A decisive one around Roche. And speaking of Roche, it's back up. Refresher shard.
I know it's really just sort of been a switch around in terms of impacts from the mid. Nothing to Say having the good opening, the good start, but I think Noob, he went from something like 2, 5, and 3 to now like 5, 5, and 13.
Yeah.
Now, these last few jumps, just getting him with the BKB, being able to play around the Song of the Siren and stopping it from being a successful defensive spell for Shiro, it's got them these huge kills.
And you can't not highlight that TA2000 has not died this game. Yeah. 11, 0, and 8.
And he knows it. He's like, well, seeing as I'm not dying, I might as well treat myself to a rapier.
He's doing it up. He's been spending his gold consistently. Like, he's very confident that he doesn't have to go for these buybacks. Like, after they got that first big fight. Catch.
They're in
Shiro.
Shiro, is there any saving him? There is not. He's completely surrounded. Shiro's out of the game for 2 minutes.
That's without TA2000.
Going anywhere.
I mean, at this point, it's just falling apart for PSG.LGD. They'll try for Corey. Corey will get chased down onto the high ground. They've got silencer, but they're losing their Wind Ranger. Nothing to Say. Taken down. He at least has the luxury of buyback. And why you smile? And Shiro, they do not.
They're even looking to cut off the Spirit Breaker, who is attempting to charge to the mid lane. 90 seconds. No Naga Siren. New. Good luck cutting these waves. Good luck pushing them out with the familiars. They might just run down mid. Nothing's actually drawing on the side lanes. All right, so they may be worried about bottom. So push out top, push out bottom. But 80 seconds, no Naga Siren. When he respawns, Doom's back up. Mar has 10,000 gold.
Look who's back.
TA2000 still ahead of him.
Okay, so they're going down mid. They're shoving the laves with the 2 Boots of Travel heroes. They're buying back on Kaori. They're ending this.
Radiant's
what can they do? 3 versus 5. I mean, PSG.LGD, they were barely able to do anything. 5 versus 5. 2 heroes down. It's not going to be easy. We see Nothing to Say. Step forward. He's called for the axe. The Hex from Corey. They've got the lockdown on and Nothing to Say. Jump forward. He's out of the game. No buyback for him. Same to be said for Planet. Okay, Planet does have buyback,
but that's it.
They'll tap out. It's over. GG is called. Quest take this game too. I mean,
wow. That was amazing. That really was such an amazing game.